Hello everyone, good morning. I'm filming this in the morning before I get ready to do a couple of things today. Just here to give you a quick update on what's going on with the 510. And also, I don't think I've mentioned it before, but I do have a 240Z and I'm going to go over a few things with you guys today on my car as well, just to introduce you to my 240Z. So what's going on with the 510? All right, well, actually, we're done. The car, as you can see, is no longer in the rotisserie. I was able to build some sort of cradle with wheels, which will allow me to transport the car in the next few weeks over to get the body done and paint and because that's where we are. Everything else is done, so I'm happy to say that I have accomplished everything I wanted to do on the car, including the interior, obviously all the sheet metal and sheet metal, not body work, but sheet metal that I have done on the car. I've actually gone through and also installed the little shocks or struts to keep the hood open, so all that is mocked up. My last two things that I did on the car were actually where I installed the fender mirrors. I do have a set of Nissan fender mirrors that I have probably had for over the past maybe 15 to 18 years. I've had those in a box, well protected and ready to go. So I've mocked them up, I've cut my holes, everything is good to go on that. Also, I have completed the installation of the intercooler, which will now sit fully inside the front valves. I did not want to hang that intercooler underneath the bumper or anything like that. In addition to that, I live in Florida, so if you don't have air conditioning in your car, it's just miserable. You only get to enjoy a couple of months out of the year, and I want to be able to enjoy the car with my wife throughout the year without having to get in it and come back out of it like you just took a shower. So I'm going to be running air conditioning on my 510. I have not decided whether I will do a electric AC compressor or a regular compressor driven by the engine, not sure yet. But it will have air conditioning. Now I have space to put in there my condenser as well as my intercooler and my radiator. Worked a little bit on the front radiator support part of the car to block all the holes that were not being used, as well as to be able to force all the air to get through the radiator and the intercooler and the AC condenser versus around it. So a lot of that has been done as well. Like I said, the 510 should be going to body work over the next couple of weeks. I'm excited to get to that point. When the time comes, I want to introduce you to my friend Manny, who will be doing the work on my 510. And if I get lucky, I might be able to work on my own 510 under his supervision and maybe learn a couple of things about body work. So looking forward to that, definitely. All right. So that's where we are with the 510. Big milestone, ready to go. I'm excited to see it. But first, I've owned a 1973 Datsun 240Z, and I'm going to come around here to take the camera over and show you my car. This Datsun 240Z I acquired probably, I want to say maybe close to 18, maybe 20 years ago. The story on the car is that it belonged to a gentleman who was the owner of a Datsun dealership in Alabama, Birmingham, Alabama. The gentleman kept the car completely stock. It was automatic, down to the hubcaps. And the car was actually, after he got sick, after a long time, it was put into the showroom of the dealership, and it was kept there apparently as a display of some sorts. But over the years, it did have a couple of things, that might have gone, you know, I'm not going to say wrong, cars, things happens to cars, right? But when I got it, it was in pretty much really, really, really good condition. There is absolutely zero rust on this car, which is, I think, unheard of. What you see here is the original paint on this car. It is a 1973 paint job. It is the enamel type of single stage enamel, obviously. But it still has some shine to it, and if you buff it out, it really, really brings up to life. I tested a little portion, and it really comes back amazing. So, being that I would say 3/4 of the car is original paint, I'm going to try to preserve that, at least for the time being. I'm 66 years old. I'm restoring a 510 that I'm going way beyond any dreams I've ever had of doing this car. So I don't know if I'll have time in my lifespan to do this one. So to protect it and to at least have it in a way that I can be very proud of the car and enjoy it. We're going to do a little bit of blending touch-ups and things like that. What are we going to do? Well, let me bring you over here and show you what exactly we're going to be trying to do on this car. The original owner had some issues during, apparently, he said he was on a drive-through somewhere, and somebody backed or rolled their car backwards and ran into the hood in this area right here. And it was retouched and painted, and I guess they didn't do a very good job because the paint on the hood and partial paint of the right fender is got spider cracks and is starting to show, obviously, that there was some work done on those areas. In addition to that, it has a couple of nicks here and there. So what we're going to do is we're going to, paint the hood, the fender, the cowling, and then touch up a few spaces, a few little areas here and there. And then we're going to blend the paint the best we can, as well as completely buff the car. And I think that will, that will definitely bring the car up to a new level that, I've been wanting to do this for a long time. I'm sick and tired of looking at this hood. It's such a big piece of the car, and it looks awful. So what have I done to the car? Well, the car came equipped, obviously, with the L24, as well as the automatic transmission. And so I have all that. I saved it. I don't know why. I don't think it matters whether you have matching numbers on the car or not. I don't plan on selling it. I would like to keep it and enjoy it for a little while longer. So what have I done to it? Well, I kept the original motor in the transmission, and I went ahead and installed I rebuilt an L28. It has an E31 head. It has triple Mikuni 44s, electronic ignition, headers, exhaust, and a cam. And I've done quite a bit of work on the head and the intake manifold to port it and polish it. I did that myself. Obviously, not probably as good as sending it to Rebello or something like that. But I did it within my budget, and that's I'm happy with it. It moves really nice. In addition to that, I've done full coilovers on the car. It's got the suspension technique camber adjustment plates on the top, a lot of suspension technique pieces in the front suspension. In the rear, I've changed all the bushings. They're all urethane now. It does have a R180 with a Nismo limited slip differential 411 gears. And it actually gets up and go really nice. In addition to that, I have adjustable Coney shocks, and I have they're not on the car now because I'm fixing to drive it over to my friend Manny's place to start doing this work. In addition to that, it does have 16 by 7 Panasports with Yokohama tires on it, and it handles very well. It's very nice. I'm not going to be putting a lot of spoilers and things like that on the car. I'm not cutting the wheel wells and the fenders for flares. I like that on other cars, but not for me. I wanted to keep it looking period correct as much as I can. When I say period correct, I mean, I want to keep it looking like a 240Z without any other things like spoilers and flares and all that kind of stuff. I think the car lines are beautiful. It's what I fell in love with, and I think that's the way I want to keep it for now. As far as the interior is concerned, and let me kind of go around and show you a little bit of that as well. The interior is mostly stock. There isn't here anything that it's, I don't know what the word is. It's not like flashy or anything like that. It's mostly a stock interior. I don't know if you can see it there or not. I'm not sure if you have enough light. Let me take the camera. Well, let me see if I can at least tilt it over and show you. But the seats, I had them reupholstered, try to follow the original 240Z style. The upholstery inside is in very good condition. The dash is in nice condition. There's no cracks or anything like that. And it still has the original radio on it. I don't turn it on because I like the sound of the car more than I like anything else on the radio. And I've installed that Nardi wooden steering wheel to go with it, and that's about the extent of the, oh, I'm sorry, and yes, it does have a roll bar from Auto Power, and that's about the extent of what I've done to the inside of the car, in addition to also upgrading the seat belts so that they retract instead of being all sloppy and hanging all over the place. Everything in the interior is going to remain the same, except that I will be adding air conditioning once it comes back from the paint and body work that I'm going to be doing to the car. There's not a lot of modifications that I've done to this car, except for disc brakes, upgrades, front and rear, that kind of thing. But nothing major has been done. Just try to make it a better car that I can drive confidently anywhere, and it has not let me down. It's been a really good, reliable car. I don't think I've touched those carburetors probably in the past 3 years or so, and they're still perfect. I don't know how, but they still are. I check them every once in a while, and they are absolutely perfect. So if it works and it works well, just let it be. Once it comes back from the paint, I'm going to go ahead and change all the weather stripping because it's got the rattles and all that stuff, and it leaks a little bit of water on the front windshield if it rains. So I'm going to go ahead and change all the weather stripping and just leave it as is and enjoy the car. That's the purpose of this repair or makeover, so to speak, is just to enjoy the car for years to come. All right, so that's where we are with the 510 and with my 240Z, which I am introducing today. I will be taking some before and after pictures, or actually video later when we have better lighting. We just had a storm come through here in Florida, and it's very poor lighting inside my shop. So later on, I will take more video on the 240Z showing you the before and the after once all the repairs are done. Thank you again for being with me this morning here in muggy Florida. And I look forward to seeing you guys again, and for you guys to coming back to my channel. So if you like my videos, I do the best I can with my videos. But if you like my videos, please give me a thumbs up, and you know, comment, ask me questions, whatever you think you know might come to your mind. That does help my channel a little bit, and I'm trying to get this little channel started. Obviously, it's for the purpose of me documenting the work on my cars, and not necessarily to make any money. I'm not going to be making money out of this, but I'm just enjoying making these videos and showing my cars to all of you, and being able to you know, work on my cars and document it, so that whoever gets my cars, I don't know, 20 years from now, if that's what it takes, you know, is that what happens? At least there's some evidence of what was done to the car, and it'll be a good start for the new owner somewhere along the line. Again, thank you, and we'll see you later. Have a good day.